Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a really interesting video on these two knives. This is a GEC knife and this is a George Wolstenholm. And we are going to do a face-off on these two knives and see which of these two knives is better. And the outcome of this might surprise you a little bit. So go ahead and check out the video.
If I hit that fishing hole today. All right.
Hey, welcome back to the Fortified Castle. Hi to all my viewers. Bonjour, privet, guten tag, hola, ciao, and konnichiwa to my foreign viewers. And today we're going to be looking at these two knives and doing a face-off on them. And it's going to be a really nice video. These are fabulous knives. Wait till you see these knives. But before I get into that, I've got some things from Baxter's Blades, Tired Tiger, and Andrew was so kind to send me this stuff. I've got some swag here, sticker, and a cup holder, and he also sent me this really cool Coe River knife here. Let me just show you this real quick. And the reason he did is I have a couple of Coe Rivers with this cobra skin on them. He had noticed that and sent me this beautiful light trapper. That is a saddle horn design here. Really cool, and that'll go really good with my other two knives. I really appreciate it, Andrew. Thank you so much, and it just blows me away. He also sent me a nice card. I'm not going to read it, but thanks so much for doing that, Andrew. I really appreciate it. I just want to say, if you want to send me something, my Gmail address is in my page now, and if you send a some swag, I'll show that and support your channel and put you out there. I had no problem with doing that. Matter of fact, I'd love to do that. And so feel free to do that. That said, guys, I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of knives. I really do. So if you want to send some stickers or something, I'll help you promote your channel. But I really don't need any more knives. And I appreciate the thought. But I'm just here, doing this to support other people in the community. So another thing I want to say before I move on to these, I know this is getting long-winded, but I also get comments from viewers who say they have this really cool knife that we're talking about or something similar. And I would love to see those. Everybody would. But a lot of people don't want to put a video out there, and that's fine. And what I suggest to you is, if you have a cool knife, go ahead, take a picture of it. On your channel page, there's a spot called community. If you hit on that, it'll give you the opportunity to upload a photograph and say something about it. It's that simple. The phone does it all for you. So once you click on create post on the community page, it'll go right into your phone. You pick the photo out that you want to share, and it's an easy way to share knives that you have if you don't want to make a video. And so enough of that. I hope you guys take that advice and do it. I would love to see your knives. Okay, I'm sure everybody else would too. So what we have here, anytime you do a comparison on knives, you want them to be similar. And even though the pattern on these two knives is a little different, this is a sleeve board, this is a center swell balloon end pattern. They are both whittlers, so they both have 3 blades. It's a good comparison to make between two knives. And up front, we have this beautiful GEC sleeve board. Man, I tell you guys, I've never really seen anybody repeat the beauty of the old time celluloid, the vintage celluloid. But man, GEC just hit this out of the park. Look at how that sparkles. There is some 3D stuff going on there, and it's just, I think this is about as close as you're going to get to really nice celluloid. And of course, this is acrylic. You've got brass pins, brass liners on this knife. Just beautiful. Look at this knife. And so these are split back whittlers. Let me see. If you look here, you can see the divider is full right here, and then they narrow down to nothing. So that's not a gap. That's normal in split back whittlers. And if you look at this knife here, if I can find it, turn it around, you see this knife has a gap right here too. I don't know whether you could tell that, but it does. It gaps right there. And both of them right around the shield is normally where they gap. This is a little above the shield, but it's normal. So anyhow, that's how a split back whittler works. 2 blades work individually off a spring. Down at the other end, the main blade works off of both these springs. And so this is, let's look at the rounds on this knife. Just perfectly done. You can see the top square is a little rough on the GEC. That's common fare for them. And this side is just perfect. Look at the ends of the back springs are cleaned up really nice. High polish on them. Not a mirror polish, but high polish. Same for the back on this. It's kind of a brushed stainless finish, not mirror polish. Beautiful shield. Look at the precise placement on that shield. Incredible. We'll open her up. Look at the geometry on this blade, guys. It's just awesome. Thick blade, spear point. Really nice, prominent swedge on both sides, like the old vintage knives you used to have. And I want to show you something. Before I do, I'll let you listen to the talk on this. Nice. But look back here. This is a full stock of the blade on the Ricasso. And this area right here where they start to make the cut for the blade geometry, look how close these cuts are right there. Not perfect, but really, really close. And that's an area that's screwed up on a lot of blades. A lot of times, you know, that the cut will be up here, the other one would be down. And when you look at the actual taper, the grind of the blade right here, and where the swedge comes in, look at how close, come on, look at how close those are. The geometry is a little slightly different on each one, but man, they are close. That's just precision manufacturing right there. Good quality. Very smooth transitions here. They're just perfectly smooth on that. Fabulous. Look at this other side. You got a pen blade. Again, just look at the sharpness of the geometry of these things. Man, GC just knocks it out of the park. Same on the foot right there. Look how precise that is. It comes down very sharp down to the tang of the knife where the foot is. Just beautifully done. let's get the other blade. The other blade's a sheep's foot. Same thing, just beautifully precise geometry is placed on this blade. Man, that's why people love these GEC guys. Look at that right there. Just incredible. We'll go ahead and open her up before we take a look at the okay, nice and clean in there. Look at that, high polish, not mirror polish, but high polish. You get a pin shield just the way it should be done. If you look down in there, you can see the pin for the shield. Just nice, nice. Very smooth action on this. I wanted to mention something about the action. Let's see, those are the half stops. Yeah. If you look down in there, see how clean that is? The round where the tang slips around into the slip joint area. Very clean. And that's something that's missing on lesser knives. You know, a lot of these knives going for $20, $40, they're all rough right there. And that makes your knife really smooth when that's cleaned up, and why it matters. So let's look at this baby here. Again, transitions are really good. You got a split here. This is a vintage knife though, and that's okay. Just kind of adds character to me. Mirror polish bolsters. You have a thread there. This is just white bone. Very good looking. You have nickel silver pins, which is an upgrade that the GEC doesn't have on there. Again, just really, really perfect rounds. And look at the top square on the knife right here. That's the top square, and that is mirror polished. You see that? Not only that, but when you go around, look at the back springs. Mirror polished on the back springs. Really, really nice. Same thing here. Really nice rounds. Mirror polish on your back springs. Now on this knife, let me see where I want to go right here. If you'll notice the divider on this knife, when it comes down, you'll notice what they did is they kept one side square and they put the distal taper on one side only. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. Traditionally, they did it off of both sides, but they kind of bobbled it up here. You see some unevenness in the knife, and so it's not quite as precise as the GEC. Really nice job, though. We'll go ahead and open it up. Actions on both these knives are perfect, perfectly smooth. Nice mirror polish on this knife. Now, I'll show you something here. If you look close, you see right here in this area, you have some blade rub. These blades are not touching. So that blade rub, I think, is from people opening the blades and hitting it. Nice walk and talk on this thing. Look at the tang area, mirror polished on there. Very, very nice. You get a nail file there, a cleaner blade. And I want to point something else out here. There's a little pit right there. These blades were hammer forged, and you can tell them if you look at them. So the distal taper there is not cut, right? That's done with a hammer. These are hammer forged blades. And when you look at another blade, if you put these blades up next to the GEC, you can see a definite difference in the how the blades taper down. See that? So that's done by hammer forging, and it's not quite as precise. I'll show you that GEC blade. If you put these two together, see how the GEC just looks so much more precise? That's because it's machined, and the other one is hammer forged. A lot more effort to create this blade right here. You look at your transitions, they are perfect there. Really nice transitions. Oh, let's look inside of this before we put it up. All right. Look at that mirror polish back springs on there. See that? Kind of hard to see, but they are mirror polished. Just beautiful knife. So for me, I'm gonna say the GEC is a better knife. The GEC has a little bobble here. If you look, you can tell that the divider is up a little over the slightly proud of the back springs, and that creates a little pit right there, a little pinch. So I'm feeling that as I go over that, and it's sharp. And so I took some sandpaper and ground it down a little bit. It's still sharp. I'll have to do it a little bit more. But that's really the only thing. So your GEC, you have mirror polish compared to brushed. Some guys might vote this a better knife. What do you think? Is this a better knife? This has some problems in the tangs here. That's typical of GEC. But overall, I think this is a better knife, in my opinion. But, what do you think? Do you think the mirror polish on here is better? This has a little bobble right here. That's really the only problem with this knife. The GEC had a couple problems. So, is this a better knife? I don't know. I think the GEC wins out for my money. So let me know what you think, guys. Sorry the video got to be so long, and I really appreciate your support. Thanks.